Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Facebook Live session with me, Steve Sharp, from the Teaching Centre, the British Council Teaching Centre in Dhaka. In today's session, we're going to be talking about the online CELTA, and I'm joined by a few people who are going to help me to talk about what CELTA is there any difference between the online course and the face-to-face course, and also their experiences. So I'm joined today by one of my colleagues, Imran. Hello, Imran. How are you today?
Hi, I'm well. How are you, Steve?
I'm very well, thanks. Imran, what's your position in the Teaching Centre?
I'm one of the CELTA tutors at the Teaching Centre.
Brilliant.
So basically, we're the people who run the course.
Yes, we are. And I'm also joined by some recent CELTA graduates. We've got Maliha. Hi, Maliha.
Hello, Steve.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. And Rashida as well. Hi, Rashida.
Hello. How are you, Steve?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Brilliant. Love it. All right. So first of all, for those people who don't know what CELTA is, Imran, what is the Cambridge CELTA course?
CELTA is the world's most recognized professional qualification for teaching English to adults. It's been created and it's very closely supervised by Cambridge, and it's delivered around the world by the British Council, and the British Council and Cambridge work together and work very hard to make sure that the courses, wherever they're being delivered, they have the same very high standards. It's also, by the way, one of the prerequisite qualifications that you'd need to work at the British Council Teaching Centre or any English language teaching centre, international English language teaching centre.
And who could do the CELTA course, Imran? Is it designed for people with zero teaching experience who maybe want to change career or have just finished university? Or is it also designed for experienced teachers?
It's a pre-service qualification, meaning it's for anyone who's getting into communicative English language teaching to adults.
Yeah.
That means a number of different things. It might mean that someone who hasn't ever taught is getting into this. So yeah, absolutely no experience. They take the CELTA course to get into teaching. But it could also be like other teachers with sort of changing the area of teaching. So they might have plenty of classroom experience, but basically changing into from other subject areas to English language teaching. But one thing to remember is there are lots and lots of experienced communicative English language teachers actually do the CELTA course. And they find it incredibly rewarding, career changing, and this happens for a number of reasons. Some of the common reasons that we've got from these participants is that they receive all of the theoretical underpinning that of all of the good practices they might already demonstrate, but also because the course sort of tightly packs pretty much the whole set of best practices you can have. So there's like plenty for all kinds of teachers, regardless of how much experience they have.
Yeah. And also, just to branch off from that, one thing that I personally love about the CELTA course is that it takes theory and you need to apply it into practice, and then you're assessed on that and you're given that feedback. And I think that's one of the main positive comments that I've received from trainees who I've trained over the years. So Imran, we're delivering this course online. How does that work exactly? Do we use a specific website? Do we use a specific platform? Like, how do the logistics work exactly?
So as you said, it's delivered online. So we use a range of different online tools. So there's the interaction tool,
Yeah.
which is a web conferencing tool called Zoom. It's very popular. Pretty much everyone knows
Everybody
Zoom.
is zooming at the
So
moment is fantastic.
I, yeah, so I don't need to introduce Zoom. And so we use that as the main sort of tool for communication,
Yeah.
both like only with the candidates, but also all the classroom teaching that we do is also used, using Zoom, and Zoom in particular because it's got all of the different features that allow us to sort of simulate all of the things that we would normally do in a face-to-face classroom. So it's the Zoom is probably the only tool out there that allows us to do this. So that's why we use it. But also we use as a learning management system, we use Google Classroom. That stays as the backdrop of the course where the candidates interact with each other and with the tutors, and also that's where all of the written work is managed.
Save the documents, etc. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on. Thank you for that information, Imran. I'll come back to you after I've spoken to our June CELTA graduates. Well done. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, Steve.
Maliha, why did you decide to do the CELTA course?
Well, I have recently graduated from English Language and Literature, and I thought that before I step my foot in this teaching profession, I should know all the means some of the techniques of teaching English to the adults, and it's really important. So I thought, why not take CELTA?
Okay, brilliant. And Rashida, the same question to you. Why did you decide to do the CELTA course?
I decided on the CELTA because I wanted to learn the I wanted to learn the language and how to understand my students better, how to be a better teacher, basically.
Yeah. Okay. And overall, what was your experience like of the online CELTA?
It was amazing. It was life changing. It was you learn so many things at like in a short time. Like everything is jam packed in. You're like learning and learning and learning. And there are times when you are really struggling. You are down. You're angry. I mean, there were times I was very angry. I was very upset. But I feel at the end, at the bottom of it all, you are learning. You are becoming better. So
Definitely.
that's what's important.
Yeah.
And then we had these amazing feedback sessions where the other tutors, the tutor and the other trainees, we would all get together and we would like sort of reflect on each other's teachings.
Yeah.
So I think that is a very, very effective way of improvement.
Definitely. You're stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And you're going kind of into the unknown, but with some support. And sometimes it is a bit of a roller coaster ride. There are ups and downs, but at the end, you've had a fantastic ride. Brilliant. And Maliha, what was your experience like?
Had a fantastic ride.
Online CELTA course?
Well, I would say that it was really a wonderful journey that I had in CELTA. Yes, there's no doubt in it that CELTA is an extremely intensive course, and from the beginning to the end, we had gone through lots of stress things. But I would say that the CELTA course is designed in such a beautiful way that even though it's an online course, we get to experience the group work and the pair work to all those, breakout rooms and all those things. And apart from that, our input sessions were taken in such way that it showed us lots of different techniques, like how to take the class.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You see the tutors demonstrate how they want you to deliver lessons. Yeah.
Exactly.
Maliha, do you have a piece of advice to give anyone who's thinking of doing CELTA?
Sure. Like I would say that I would again mention that CELTA is indeed an intensive course, but I would say that from the beginning to the end, even though it's stressful, like you have to go to lots of mental pressure, just stick onto it and just try to enjoy the course. And I think that if you try to enjoy the course and stick to it, you'll be able to do it.
Brilliant, thank you. And Rashida, do you have a piece of advice to give anyone who's thinking of doing CELTA course?
Yes. Yes. Well, if somebody like me who's not in Dhaka and who is juggling with a child home responsibilities, work. So online CELTA has been like amazing for me, and I learned a lot of technical things which
Hmm.
are actually helping me now in taking my online classes.
Brilliant. So you
So
can
the
apply it.
application of everything that I learned through
Yeah.
the Zoom tool and everything, yeah, it's really amazing. I mean, I don't know how would I have taken online classes if I didn't know how to do this.
Good, good. That's really, really good to know. We've got a question here from Shamsil. Thank you, Shamsil. Can you please tell me how doing the CELTA course will help our teachers to get a teaching job abroad? CELTA is internationally recognised. Employers understand the value that it brings to teachers and to students in the classroom. And if any teachers are thinking about going to teach abroad, 9 times out of 10, you will need a CELTA. So it opens doors for you internationally. It really, really does. All right. Imran. We've got another question here. Shariful, is there any difference between the online and the face-to-face course? Imran, any differences between the online CELTA and the face-to-face?
Only a few, but very important ones.
Yeah.
But only a few. Well, first of all, I mean, the sort of the course specifications are all the same assessment criteria, the same sort of requirements, the same amount of teaching you will have to do. That's all there. All of the assignments are the same, but the whole thing is delivered online, and I think that sort of brings an additional layer of learning, and that sort of like adds value to additional value to the whole learning process. Now you're not only sort of applying the core sort of theories of English language teaching, but you're also sort of learning how to do it in a virtual environment, and going forward post-pandemic, knock on wood, this is going to be one of those big things, and teaching online, and so the online course trains you to teach online, while it's training you to teach in general. It also trains you to teach online. So I think Maliha and Rashida would agree.
Yeah, definitely. So just to summarize that, the online CELTA course is exactly the same as the face-to-face course.
Absolutely.
It's the same syllabus, the same assessment procedures, the same amount of teaching practice, assessed teaching practice. You also get the same certificate at the end of the course. The certificate doesn't say online CELTA, it's exactly the same. The only thing that is different is the fact that the course is delivered online, and as Imran said, that brings an extra layer of learning. It gives you the added benefit of being able to teach online and know how to teach effectively online. Nahid Ferdous, you've asked a question. Do the participants attend training sessions from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.? I know there are lots of group work, pair groups, lots of group work and pair work, on the course, the reading times, the lesson times to plan. So the online CELTA course is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You have different sessions during the day. There are lunch breaks, there are small breaks. So yes, there is chance to interact in pairs and in groups during the course, depending on what the timetable does. Okay. All right, I think we're coming towards the end. We're pushing 15 minutes now. So if you are interested in doing our online CELTA course, we're accepting applications for our next 4-week intensive CELTA course, which is from the 16th of August to the 10th of September. And also, for mid-September, we'll be running our first part-time online CELTA course. This is due to demand from people who can't take 4 weeks off from work, unfortunately, and the only way they can attend a CELTA course is if they can do it part-time. So we'll be posting information on our website and on our Facebook page about more details about the part-time online CELTA course, which will be starting from mid-September. So if you are interested in the full-time August or the part-time, please check out our website. We've got a special price going on for the online course as well. All of the information is there. We've got time, I think, for one more, Sabiha Sultana Nipa. I'm interested to do the CELTA course, but I never sat for an IELTS. Is it necessary to have an IELTS score? It's not necessary to have an IELTS certificate, but the language requirements are that you need to have a 7.5 and above in academic IELTS. That's a C1 level of English, and that's the level that we're looking at when we process the application forms and do the interviews. Okay, so thank you very much, Imran, for joining us, Rashida and Maliha, and again, congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Our first online CELTA course.
Yeah, yay.
Exactly. And if you'd like any more information, if you're interested in the August full-time or the September part-time course, check out our website or write a comment in the comment box below. Thank you very much to all of you for joining, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.